Tell them the truth is a message that I heard as I was preparing the table for our reading here today. I feel that there's a truth that you've been keeping to yourself. You've been biting your tongue. Perhaps there's something that you haven't said to someone because you're worried it may be interpreted negatively as criticism. I don't feel that you intend it to be so. You're just more intending to offer some simple advice or education. I feel that there's someone that you're concerned about. You feel they lack maybe some guidance. Maybe they don't have a good circle of support, or they could have a good circle of support, but they don't choose to access supports from within that circle. They are going outside of that circle more so and relying on individuals who provide maybe immature whack advice is what I just heard. That's not a word I would normally say as a descriptor, but that's what I heard, whack advice. I feel that there's also a channeled message in that I felt very called to do this reading today. I almost did not. There's many things on my to-do list today, and I don't like feeling like I need to rush or feeling forced or, like I must do a reading. It's disrespectful to spirit and to the listeners as well if I enter into a reading with that mindset. However, I did feel called to do it, and so I think that there is a message somewhere in there. I'm almost feeling like maybe you're a parent or caregiving energy to this other person who is struggling. If not a parent, that you have many responsibilities, many things that you need to do. And Spirit is encouraging you to slow down and to make time for what it is that brings you joy. To prioritize that. So let's see what wants to come out. I'm using the Lightseer's Tarot here for the highest good. Let's see what wants to come out. I don't normally split the deck in this manner ever. I actually feel called to flip it like this, which I don't think I've ever done in a reading before. Here we are. So, oh, and there's some of my hair there. So we have the King of Wands. King of Wands. We have the Ten of Cups. And we have the Six of Cups. And the Queen of Cups underneath that. I feel that you in this reading are the Queen of Cups. I am again strongly feeling that this individual that you're concerned about is a child of yours with the Six of Cups or somehow related to you. They're in your circle. They're someone that if you were to imagine your Ten of Cups, which is lasting, fulfilling happiness, you see the children there playing in the background. I feel that this individual would be one of those people that is in the card. And if they were not depicted in the Ten of Cups card, that the picture would be incomplete. So they're very important to you. This King of Wands energy, I'm not getting a clear idea of who or how this energy relates to the other cards. This entire read, I've just been doing things I don't typically do, so I feel Spirit is encouraging you to think outside the box, or if you feel inspired to do something a bit differently, do it a bit differently. If your approach, the way you would approach someone, the way that you would phrase something, the way that you schedule your day, the way that you prioritize your to-do list, there's something very specific to going outside of the norm for yourself. We have the Nine of Cups, and on the bottom of that we have Temperance and the Devil. Interesting. Okay, so a few things. Temperance is absolutely 1,000,000,000% the divine being here with you as you navigate this family dynamic. I feel that this individual you're worried about with the devil is struggling either with mental health or addictions issues. I feel that the divine is saying that you possess the capabilities, you back here as the Queen of Cups, to intuitively feel into what would be the best approach for you, how to navigate this issue with these other individuals that you don't have any control over per se. I don't know why I phrased it like that. You don't have any control over what they choose or choose not to do. But you do have a great deal of ability to be creative in how you approach the situation. There's a need to be delicate. So I'm using the Angel Numbers Oracle, and Perseverance here was the only card that was face up. Must have been left that way the last time I used it, but there's no accidents. And Forgive on the bottom of the deck. I feel it's been a long, tough road for you in trying to assist and support this person. Maybe you've had to use some tough love with them. I think luck is in the reverse. This person really pulls on your heartstrings. You feel really badly for them. I feel that maybe they've experienced some kind of trauma or tragedy in their life that for you does provide some kind of context to their behavior. So although their behavior negatively impacts you, you also have a great deal of compassion for them. You love them a lot. Soft spot is what I heard. You have a soft spot for them. No matter what they do, no matter how they hurt you. Again, because I'm a mother myself, I'm feeling the kind of love that I can equate it with, just in terms of my own perspective, which may not be the case, but I'm feeling it as the love that a parent has for a child, having a soft spot for them, wanting to see the best in them, being inclined to forgive them, where perhaps you may be colder or harder or less likely to forgive, or maybe tougher with maintaining your boundaries with someone else, someone who is not quite as entwined within your heart. So for advice, the name of this deck is the Mystical Shaman. Sorry, it escaped me there for a second. So on the bottom of the deck, we have Flow, number 20. We have the Moon, number 37. We have the Rattle, number 43. There's a lot of feminine energy here with the Flow and the Moon. A lot of intuition. A lot of deep love and emotion. For me as a reader, I typically would feel the Rattle as kind of a warning, an alert from Spirit. I'm feeling it more so today as representative of this other energy. You're alarmed for them. You worry for their safety. I feel like I need to get another deck. What other deck do I need to get, Spirit? I'm going to step away to get that other deck. Again, not something I would normally do in the middle of a read, but felt called to do it, so I will. What I grabbed was The Wild Unknown Archetypes by Kim Krantz. So, beautiful, benevolent spirit, if we can get some advice for those who've hung in so far, for those who relate and resonate with this, some advice. Just split the deck is what I heard. Okay. The Forest, the Mystic. This message is for someone who is, again, very, very intuitive, very empathic. The Mystic card, very spiritually inclined, excuse me. I feel that Spirit's advice is that this person will find their way. I feel that they're in the forest right now. Aletheia underneath that, agape underneath that. I feel that they are navigating a labyrinth almost right now. It's like a minefield, the addiction or mental health issue that they're experiencing, the forest here. I feel that Spirit is saying, I'm really drawn to the beautiful background there, kind of like on the other side of these trees. And you see the little portal there in the front. I feel that they will find their way. That's what Spirit is saying. Perhaps that is what you intuitively know. It might not look good for them on paper, but you intuitively know the flow, the moon, and just your love and knowledge of them as a Queen of Cups energy. You know that they'll be okay. They will find their way, and Spirit is confirming that they will. So I feel that the advice is that you need to trust your intuition. That's not to say to leave this person to their own devices, kind of cut them off and just be like, they're fine. Continue to show up in ways that you can that support their well-being. Certainly, I'm not suggesting to enter into any kind of enabling or codependent rather kind of behaviors, but show up consistently with your love, your support, your encouragement, your wisdom, and your guidance. I feel that this person looks up to you. I do feel, whether it's a parent-child or other kind of relationship dynamic, that there's an age difference, that this person does look up to you as a source of wisdom and maturity and guidance, that you can provide that to them in a loving manner that doesn't shame them for their behavior, but also doesn't excuse their behavior either. Spirit is saying that you are certainly diplomatic enough, loving enough, wise enough, empowered enough to be able to navigate the delicate kind of conversations or the delicate way of being that you have to be in the conversations with this person. I feel that there is nothing further to be shown in the cards today. I trust that this reading has served your highest good and the highest good of all.